I'm sorry, Laura. Your mom says you have to help her in the lab.
But I don't want to work in the lab. I want to fix stuff like you.
You know your mom wants you to be a scientist, or a real engineer, so you can inspire other little girls. I just fix up junk.
But that's not what I want. I want to work with the junk.
I'm sorry, Laura. I can't defy your mom. You're welcome to visit me whenever you want, but I can't train you.
Oh, fine.
Hey, pal.
I want to be just like Workshop Willie when I grow up.
And inside, there's... junk.
Hi.
Well, howdy, stranger. Folks around here call me Workshop Willie, on account of the fact that I run this here workshop. And my name is William. What can I do you for?
What do you do around here?
I do all the fixing and maintenance work around the vault. Right now I'm trying to fix an old terminal I found in storage. I think it belonged to the original overseer. I'd love to get into it, but I can't work out what's wrong with it.
Anything I can do to help out?
That depends if you know anything about computers, friend. I'm glad to let you take a look if you want. Here's the password.
How are things going?
Everything's in ship shape down here. I just wish I could get that terminal fixed.
Do you run this place by yourself?
Kind of. The Vault's AI handles all the complicated engineering stuff. I fix up bits of old junk and do the menial tasks. But yeah, it's just me down here.
You're awfully chipper.
And why shouldn't I be? I've got my tools, I've got my workshop, and I've got my health. I've got everything I need right here.
I don't need anything.
There's no better feeling than knowing everything is working as it should be. I see you got the terminal working. Good job. You might be handier than me. Take these components as thanks. Was there anything else you wanted?
I don't need anything.
There's no better feeling than knowing everything is working as it should be.
Hey.
What you got for me?
Hey, Piper.
Hey, here. Something to keep you sharp. Always worked for me.
I just wanted to check in. Make sure things were all right between us.
Blue, I'm on cloud 9. Things couldn't be better. And that's all thanks to you.
Your thoughts?
Or one well-preserved relic, you know that?
Oh, nothing.
All right. What's that for?
Norm might look tough, but he's just a big softie, really.
What's going on? Hey, you! I've got to tell you something. You're not from the vault, are you? You're from the outside. From the, Commonwealth?
That's right.
I knew it! How did I know? We've never met before. But I already know where you're from. It's because I know what all the others know. I don't know why. But I'm the only one who knows. None of this is real. It's all just a simulation.
Tell me more.
At last! Someone who understands! Look, the other residents don't believe me because they're programmed not to. They don't know that none of this is real. I don't know why I'm the only one who knows the truth. But I think it might be connected to your arrival. There's a locked door at the end of the residential block. I think that's where they keep the computer banks, which run the entire vault. Investigate it. Find out the truth. Please! Something's not right here.
I hope you're staying out of trouble.
Why don't you go bother someone else?
Every day's the same.
I wish Norm would pull his weight a little more. Don't tell him I said that.
Hi.
Good to see you again, friend. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Who do I talk to if I need to find a key to a house that's been locked up?
This is about the locked room at the end of the residential block, isn't it? Campbell was in here only this morning demanding I let him in. Now he's got you doing his dirty work. I'll tell you the same thing I told him. We take residents' privacy very seriously here in Vault 4. I can't give you the key.
Please. I was told you could help me.
I can't tell you. I shouldn't, but I just can't refuse when it's what you want. All I can tell you is that when residents get locked out of their rooms, they can get copies made at Workshop Willie's workshop.
I don't need anything.
I'm glad to hear all your needs are met. Do find me if that changes, won't you?
What's the angle here?
I've got my eye on you.
This doesn't feel right.
How about you take a seat?
Hey.
Why don't you sit down? Then we can talk. I'm awful sorry about the mess. I don't get many visitors, so I don't clean up very often. The others like to pretend I don't live here. The name's Quinn.
What, did you ask to be locked in here?
Of course not, but I usually have my guests by invitation only. Most don't arrive with keys to my room. Let me guess. Campbell sent you here. He told you this was a control room for some kind of simulation.
How did you know that?
He's used that same line on everyone at one time or another. I'm afraid I can't offer you a story as good as that one. But I do have a little one of my own, if you're interested.
This story isn't too scary, is it?
Oh, you do make me laugh. If you're afraid of monsters and villains, well, this is no story for you.
Let's hear your best monster story.
Brace yourself, because this story will chill you to your very core. This all happened a long time ago, so I can't be too sure on the details. But our story takes place far to the west. There, right before there's nothing but open ground for miles, they say a terrible creature lives. They say that when night falls, you can hear his distant howls echo across the foothills for miles around. If you can hear those howls, then your time is almost up. The creature has spotted you. He grabs men, drags them away to his cave to devour them alive. They call this monster Mr. Abominable.
Who's Mr. Abominable?
Weren't you paying attention? Mr. Abominable is a terrible, man-eating monster who lives in the western foothills. Let me tell you something. You'd either have to be very brave or very stupid to go after Mr. Abominable. Oh, I'm sure he's far too tough for someone like you. Anyway, I've taken up far too much of your time already. I'm sure you've got a lot of work to do and places to be.
Hey.
Just let me know.
Piper.
Hey, doll.
That was all I had.
Sure.
If you need anything, speak to the Overseer. If you want to report a crime, speak to one of us.
Yes.
How do you find anything in here? Put her in our hands anyway. chance. Doesn't seem like a great place to linger, Blue. Certainly seen better days, hasn't it?
Door's chained up on the other end.
What are you doing here? Who sent you?
Who do you think sent me?
I bet it was that piece of shit Nelson. He's been trying to muscle in on my chem business for years. Was it Nelson? Has he sent you here to kill me?
What are you doing out here?
Wait. You don't know who I am, do you? I set up all that monster stuff so no one would stumble in here accidentally. I always assumed that anyone who came in here would be out to get me. I go by the name Mr. Abominable. And down here, I brew my signature drug, Abomination. I just assumed that since you were here, you wanted to kill me. I guess if you're not, then we can do some trading. Unless you feel like trying your luck.
Give me a reason not to kill you.
How about the fact that my chems bring joy to the world? Or that you can make a lot of money helping me sell them? Or that if you try anything, that I'll put a bullet in you and display you with the other corpses to ward off any other would-be hero?
Depends. What's this worth to you?
Are you threatening me? Fine. Here's a few caps to just forget you ever saw me. Now all that unpleasantness is finished with. How about we do some trading?
Tell me about yourself.
I don't do chit-chat. Are you buying or not?
Let's see what you've got.
The best chems in the Commonwealth.
Excuse me.
You here to do some trading?
Looking for a job, if you've got one.
Looking to do a little scut work, are you? I've got something you can try. There's a rival gang trying to muscle in on my turf. I need them wiped out. Plain and simple.
Hadn't come to that. Free for the taking. I guess this isn't the scenic route. What was that? I see you! That's all of 'em.
Playing games with me, huh?
You see that? Found him! Friendly! Out coming. Got him!
You having fun? Huh? I can do this all day. Aw, man, come back! I was having fun! Side of 'em now. What the hell was that? Show your face!
One way to keep out uninvited
I
guests?
dare ya.
What a waste. All in one piece. Blue, we're not alone here. There you are. Ours now. Bad idea.
Got it.
Get him!
Company!
I took care of your raider problem.
Very good. Some say it's cheaper in the long run to buy out the competition. Me? I think it's far easier just to kill them. Keep this up and I might have bigger and better things in the future. Now, maybe you'd like to trade, or perhaps you'd like more work?
Looking for a job, if you've got one.
I've got a little something which you might be suited for. Got another gang moving in on my turf. Need you to take them down.
Hey, no shame in taking the occasional, Ken.
Hey, Arturo.
You know, a shotgun's great insurance against rape.
Let's see what you have.
Feel free to test the grips.
Remember, I don't serve sense. Supplies are
I've got a few minutes to browse.
a bit of it.
Hey, you. Come over here.
Pull up a chair. Let's talk. I've got a proposition that might interest you.
Hey there.
Pull up a chair. Let's talk. I've got a proposition that might interest you. Hey, you're the new girl, right? I'm Nelson. Pleased to meet you.
What do you do around here?
I thought you were never going to ask. I've got a proposition for you, something I can tell you're going to love. I run a little game here in town.
Hey, newbie, I don't think you should...
How about you mind your own damn business, Rusty? I'm sure our friend here's smart enough to make their own decisions. How about you go back to doing what you do best? Keeping your mouth closed and serving the drinks. Where was I? Oh, that's right. I was about to give you the opportunity to get in on a little game we play. I call it playing the numbers.
Tell me more.
All right, here are the rules. We play once a week. Each player pays a 100 cap entry fee. Expensive, I know, but if you win, then you win big. Every player is given a random number between 1 and 100. At the end of the week, a winning number is chosen at random. If someone has a winning number, they win half the pot. The other half goes to me as an administrative fee. Of course, if there's no winner, then I keep the pot. It all goes towards the cost of running the game, of course. So what do you say? Fancy playing the numbers?
Who's Mr. Abominable?
The fuck did you just say? Don't you dare mention that name around me. If you know where he is, you better tell me right now.
Who is this guy?
I've been trying to cut into the chem market for years. But Mr. Abominable has always been one step ahead of me. If I had one wish, it'd be that man's head on a plate.
Why are you looking for him?
I've been trying to cut into the chem market. If I had one wish.
Actually, I do.
You do? This must be my lucky day. I've been after that guy for years. You take him out for me, there's big money in it for you. What do you say?
How much are you paying?
I'll give you 1,000 caps to take Mr. Abominable out of the picture. I don't think you can say fairer than that.
Your offer seems a little low for a man's life.
Oh, is your conscience bothering you? Need a bigger payday to make yourself feel better? Fine. 1,500. Take it or leave it.
Actually, I already did that.
What a stroke of fortune for me. His number came up, and now everything's coming up for me. Here's your cash for a job well done.
Hey, point the way.
The Minutemen are making waves in the Comic Con, folks, and that's good news for all of us. The latest word is that they've retaken the castle.
I've got some stuff you might want to know.
From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get this
If you need anything, speak to the Overseer. If you want to report a crime,
Can't pick this.